Good morning, students. Today we are discuss about output devices. Previous class we discussed input devices like keyboard, mouse, pen, joystick, OCR, scanner, etc. Today we discuss output devices. Output devices are monitors. The keyboard is most commonly used in input device and monitor is the most commonly used output device. The monitor is most commonly used output device on most personal computer systems. These are the output device. As you use your computer, whether you are typing a letter or copying files or surfing the internet, hardly a moment goes by when you are not looking at your monitor. Two important hardware devices determine the quality of image you see on any monitor: the monitor itself and the video controller. In the following sections, you will learn about both these devices in detail and find out how they work together. The monitor connects to the video card. These monitors categorized monochrome monitors, grayscale monitors and color monitors. First of all, we discuss monochrome monitors. Monochrome monitors display only one color, such as green or amber or white. You know green color, amber is like ash color or white against an contrasting background, which is usually black. These monitors are used for text-only display where the user does not need to see color graphics. These are the monochrome monitors. Monochrome monitors only one color, such as green, amber or white. Next, grayscale monitors. Grayscale monitors. Grayscale monitors display varying intensities of gray from a very light gray to black against a white or off-white background and essentially a type of monochrome monitors. We vary light gray to black against a white or off-white background and are essentially a type of monitor, monochrome monitors. Grayscale flat panel displays are used in low-end portable systems, especially handheld computers, to keep cost down. Next, monitors, color monitors. Color monitors can display between 16 colors and to 16 million colors. Today, most new monitors display in color. Many color monitors can be set to work in monochrome or grayscale mode. Next, CRT monitor. CRT monitors means CRT means cathode ray tube. Cathode ray tube. CRT monitor works near the back of monitor's housing is an electron gun. The gun shoots a beam of electrons through the magnetic coil, sometimes called a yoke, Y-O-K-E, yoke, which aims the beam at the front of the monitor. The back of monitor screen is coated with phosphorus chemicals that glow when they are struck by the electronic beam. The screen's phosphorus coated is organized into a grid of dots. Here CRT monitors electronic gun is there, and back of the monitor screen is coated with phosphorus coated. The smallest number of phosphorus dots that the gun can focus on is called a pixel. The smallest number of phosphorus dots that the gun can focus on is called pixel. A contraction of the term picture element. Each pixel has a unique address which the computer uses to locate the pixel and controls its appearance. Some electronic guns can focus on pixels as small as single phosphorus dot. Actually, the electron gun does not just focus on a spot of shoot electrons at it. It systematically aims at every pixel on the screen, starting at the top left corner and scanning to the right edge. Like human eyes reading the letters on page, electron beam follows each line of pixels across the screen until it reaches the bottom of the screen. Then it starts over as the electron gun scans the circuitry driving the monitor, adjusts the intensity of each beam. In a monochrome monitor, the beam's intensity determines whether a pixel is on white or black. A color monitor works like a monochrome one, except that there are 3 electron beams instead of 1. The 3 guns represent a primary additive colors, that is red, green and blue, that is RGB colors. Although the beams they emit are colorless. In color monitor, each pixel includes 3 phosphorus, that is red color and green color and blue color, arranged in a triangle. When the beams of each of these guns are combined and focused on pixel, a phosphorus light up. The monitor can display different colors by combining various intensities of 3 beams. A CRT monitor contains shadow mask. Which is fine mesh made of metal fitted to the shape and size of the screen. The holes in the shadow mask mesh are used to align the electron beams. CRT monitors have long beam, the standard for the use with desktop computers because they provide a bright, clear picture at a relatively low cost. There are 2 major disadvantages, that is very large, very heavy, use a lot electricity. Because CRT monitors are big, they take up desktop space and can be difficult to move. The standard CRT monitor may be more than 16 inches deep and weight 30 pounds. By contrast, flat panel monitors are gaining popularity because they are only few inches deep and usually weigh less than 10 pounds. CRT monitors require a lot of power to run, therefore, they are not practical for use with notebook computers. Instead of notebook computers use flat panel monitors that they are less than 1.5 inch thick and can run on battery power that is built into computer. These are the main drawbacks of CRT monitor, that is very large, occupy more space and take the heavy electricity. Next, flat panel monitors. Although the flat panel monitors have been used primarily on portable computers, a new generation of large high resolution flat panel displays is gaining popularity among users of desktop systems. These new monitors provide the same popularity among users of desktop systems. These new monitors provide the same viewable area as CRT monitors. There are several types of flat panel monitors, but the most common is the liquid crystal display, that is LCD. LCD monitor creates images with a special kind of liquid crystal that is normally transparent but becomes opaque when charged with electricity. The one disadvantage of LCD monitor is that their image can be difficult to see in bright light. For this reason, laptop computers users often look for the shady places to sit when working outdoors or near windows. A bigger disadvantage of LCD monitors, however, is their limited viewing angle, that is, the angle from which the display image can be viewed clearly. With most CRT monitors, you can see the image clearly even when standing at any angle to the screen. In LCD monitors, however, the viewing angle shrinks as you increase your angle to the screen. The image becomes fuzzy quickly. In many older flat panel systems, the user must face the screen nearly straight to see. The passive matrix LCD relies on transistors for each row and each column of pixels. The pixels are activated indirectly, that is, row and column are activated. The active matrix LCD technology assigns transistors to each pixel and each pixel is turned on and off individually. This enhancement allows the pixels to be refreshed much more rapidly. So submarining is not a problem. Active matrix screens have a wider viewing angle than passive matrix screens. The other types of monitors, before that, The disadvantages of, that is drawbacks of LCD monitors. LCD monitors disadvantage is more expensive than CRT monitor, that is take the more cost, must sit directly in front of screen, and another one is can be more fragile than CRT. Then different types of monitors. While CRT and flat panel monitors are the most frequently used types of display in PC systems, there are other kinds of monitors. These displays are specialized technologies and have specific uses. First one is paper white displays are sometimes used by document designers such as a desktop publishing specialists, newspaper or magazine compositors, and other paper persons who create high quality printed document. A paperwhite display produces a very high contrast between the monitor's white background and displayed text or graphics, which usually appear in black. An LCD version of the paperwhite display is called a page white display. An LCD version of the paperwhite display is called page white display. Page white display is called a display utilize a specific technology called superrest to create higher contrasts. Next, another type of monitor is electroluminescent displays, that is LED, electroluminescent display, ELD. ELDs are similar to the LCD monitors but use of phosphorescent film held between two sheets of glass. A grid of wires sends current through the film to create an image. Next one is plasma display monitors. Plasma displays are created by sandwiching a special gas such as a neon or xenon gas between two sheets of glass. When the gas is electrified via a grid of small electrodes, it glows. By controlling the amount of voltage applied at various points on the grid, each point acts a pixel to display an image. Next, we discuss about comparing monitors. If you need to buy a monitor, go comparison shopping between two monitors like CRT monitors and LCD monitors. Look for a monitor that displays graphics nicely and easy on your eyes. When you shopping for monitor, first look at a screen full of text and examine the crisis of the letters, especially near the corners of the screen. In standard CRT monitors, the surface of the screen is curved, causing some distortion around the edges and especially in the corners. In some low cost monitors, this distortion can be bothersome. Thin CRT displays have a flat screens, so like flat panel LCD monitors, they eliminate this problem. Even if the monitor looks good, or if you are buying it through the mail, you need to check several specifications. The following are the most important. First one is size, second one is resolution, third one is refresh rate, fourth one is dot pitch. First we discuss size of monitors. A monitor size affects how well you can see images. With a large monitor, or you can make the objects on the screen appear bigger, or you can fit more of them on the screen. Monitors are measured diagonally in inches across the front of the screen. A 17-inch monitor measures 17 inches from the lower left to the upper right corner. However, a CRT monitor's actual viewing area, that is, the portion of the monitor that actually displays images, is smaller than the monitor's overall size. Next difference is resolution. The term resolution refers to the sharpness or clarity of an image. A monitor's resolution is determined by the number of pixels on the screen. Expressed as a matrix, the more pixels a monitor can display, higher its resolution and the clearer its image appear. For example, a resolution 640 into 480 means that there are 640 pixels horizontally across the screen, 480 pixels vertically down on the screen. Next difference is refresh rate. A monitor's refresh rate is the number of times per second that the electron guns scan every pixel on the screen. Refresh rate is important because phosphorus dots fade quickly after the electron gun charges them with electrons. If the screen is not refreshed often enough, it appears a flicker, or flicker is one of the main causes of eye strain. Refresh rate is measured in Hz, or in cycles per second. Next difference is dot pitch. The last critical specification of color monitor is the dot pitch, the distance between the like colored phosphorus dots of adjacent pixels. In other words, if you measure the distance between the red dots of two adjacent pixels, you are measuring the monitor's dot pitch. Dot pitch is measured as a fraction of millimeter and dot pitch can range from 0.15 very fine to 0.40 Most experts agree that when shopping for a color monitor, you should look for a dot pitch no greater than 0.28 millimeters, that is 0.28 That number of generally appeals to 15-inch monitors. These are the difference between monitors. First one is size, resolution, refresh rate and dot pitch. Video cards. The quality of the images that monitor can display is defined as much by the video card, also called video controller or video adapter. Video controller is an intermediary device between the CPU and the monitor. It contains the video, dedicated memory, and other circuitry necessary to send the information to the monitor for display on the screen. In most computers, the video card is a separate device that is plugged into the motherboard. In many newer computers, the video circuitry is built in directly into the motherboard. In early days, personal computing PC screens display only text, character, and usually only one color. The minimum resolution of 640 into 480. There are 3,07,200 pixels to control. If you run your monitor at 256 colors, each pixel requires 1 byte of information. Thus, the computer must send 3,07,200 bytes to the monitor for each screen. The screen changes constantly as you work. Next, eye strain. Eye strain is one of the most frequently reported health problems associated with computers, but is also one of the most easily avoided. Eye strain is basically fatigue of eyes caused by focusing on the same point for too long. When you look at the same object, such as a monitor, for too long, the eyes muscles become strained. Think of how your arms how do feel if you held them straight out for several minutes. Experts says the eye strain does not pose any long-term risks to eyesight, but it can lead to headaches. It also can reduce your productivity by making it harder to concentrate on your work. Choose the monitor. The several steps to reduce eye strain when using a computer. Choose a monitor that holds a steady image without flickering. The dot pitch should be no greater than 0.28 mm and the refresh rate should be at least 72 Hz. Position your monitor so it's 2 to 2.5 feet away from your eyes, so that the screen's center is little below your eye level. Place your monitor where no light reflects off the screen. If you cannot avoid reflections, use an angle gray screen to reduce the reflection on the screen. Keep your screen clean. Avoid looking the monitor for more than 30 minutes without taking a break. When taking a break from the monitors, focus on objects at several different distance. Do not let your eyes become dry. If dryness is a problem, ask your optometrist for advice. Next, we discuss about another output device is data projectors. Portable computers have all but replaced old-fashioned slide projectors and overhead projectors as the source of presentations. Instead of using 35 millimeters photographic slides or 8.5 by 11-inch overhead transparencies, more and more people are using software to create colorful slideshow and animated presentations. These images can be shown directly from the computer's disk or display on the PC's screen or projector on a wall or large screen. To get these presentation on the big screen, data projectors are becoming increasingly common. Data projectors, also called digital light projectors and video projectors. A data projector plugs into one of the computer's ports and then projects the video output on external surface. Most projectors are LCD technology to create images. For this reason, these devices are sometimes called LCD projectors. Like traditional light projectors, LCD projectors require the room to be darkened. Newer models use digital light processing (DLP) technology to project brighter images. DLP devices use a special microchip called digital micro mirror device, which actually uses mirrors to control the image display, unlike LCD based projectors. DLP units can display clear images in normal lighting conditions. Next, another output is sound systems. Microphones are now important input device, and speakers and their associated technologies are key output systems. Today, nearly any new multimedia capable PC includes a complete sound system with the microphone, speakers, a sound card, and CD-ROM or DVD drive. Sound systems are especially used to people who use their computer to create or use multimedia products, watch videos or listen music, or participate online activities such as a video conference or distance learning. The speakers attached to these systems are similar to those you are connected a stereo. The only difference is that they are usually smaller and may contain their own amplifiers. Next, sound cards. The most complicated part of the computer sound card system is the sound card. Computer's sound card is circuit board that converts sound from analog to digital form and vice versa for recording or playback. Converts digital sounds to analog, can be connected to several devices. Modern card supports Dolby surround sound. Headphones and headsets. Replacement of for speakers and microphones offer privacy, does not anyone other people. Outside noise is not a factor. Headsets have speakers and microphone. Thank you. These are the output devices of computer system. First one is monitors. Monitors have two types of monitors. CRT monitor. CRT monitor means cathode ray tube Another one is LCD monitors, liquid crystal displays, and other output devices, speakers, sound systems, etc. These are the output devices. Thank you very much.